All right, so because I did the welcome to a new daily recap, by the way. It's Tuesday the 27th. The last Tuesday of June, the last Tuesday of Q2, the last Tuesday of the first half of the year. Hope you guys had an amazing first half of the year. For me, it's going well. Bit much for me. I don't know, I'm just bad at handling a lot of things at the same time. ADHD, they call it. Oh. I just try to manage stress and all that. But things are going great. I'm feeling good, so that's more important. Um, I did the recap or the case study on this trade, so I will not do a recap on GU. Actually, let's dive into GU. So, we can see that short. I talked about that short, so I'm gonna remove that, and let's see if there are any longs actually, because I think there are some longs. We have our 50-minute demand zone over here. And we can see that we have internal range liquidity above that. Yeah, sorry, I'm just straight going into today's price action. If you wanna global overview, just all right, quick one, because it's good for myself. So we are above these highs. We're now playing most recent structure. We know that we can reach deeper discount pricing. So short trades are very valid. I also forgot to do this on the case study, so it's actually quite valuable. We also know that we have a nice supply zone up here. Previous weekly highs up here. Daily momentum is still on our side. We can see the daily is very correctional. The past last week, and now this week or today actually is the first day that we can see bullish momentum stepping in again, and potentially in 1 hour we close fairly bullish. Not a big candle, but quite strong candle if you ask me. Taking up previous daily highs. And then we can look for continuation trades into the previous weekly highs. Tuesday sets the tone. Now, another thing is that we have a lot of liquidity building up to the downside as well. So don't, like, in Dutch we say something like don't cheer too fast, like wait until it really happens. But yeah, so and we can see that this is quite correctional as well. But let's dive into this. So we know we had the shorts. With that, we know that we have this bullish range, and we are looking for discount pricing and then look for longs. So if you just go to, let's say here, and let's go to the 3-minute, let's move this to the side. What can we see? Well, we can see, first of all, early buyers. So over here, not the cleanest, maybe. Let's actually go to the 5-minute. No, there's no use of the 3-minute really. Actually, it's quite nice. It's decent. See that we break above these highs. Now if we go to the 1 minute, it's yeah, there you go. So we get a high, low, lower high, lower low, bullish break. So early buyers taken out, and then over here you can see that we have a bullish break after taking that liquidity, tapping into our demand, not into the 50%. So ideally you want to see 5-minute break. No, well, there you have it, your 5-minute market structure shift. Not really impulsive with those wicks to the upside, but it's all right. If we go to the 1 minute, I think it's looking better. Near, well, these two are nice. So, and then you get your entry zone, and that's actually unfortunate, I think. So 6-9 would be 7-9. So that misses you. This is us actually. So this is a very nice trade. Now, the thing is, what we can do is see if we reach discount pricing. Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's unfortunate because if you pull it across, this is what GU does a lot with those inducements, making fake bullish break, then building up the liquidity, because you can see over here, price is building up that liquidity. And then from this kind of support zone, if you just pull that across, you can see where the move comes from to a T, to a literal T, reacts to this level. So yeah, that's where the New York move comes from, and then it continues further up. So that's the long for New York as well. By the way, this was the first short here I talked about. Quickly, you can see that we have some. So we got this fair value gap. And that POI that sits off liquidity. So these are just all continuation trades. So after that short continuation, pull this across kind of a support and resistance over here. Very interesting. I like it. I like it. But yeah, so taking that liquidity, and then we continue further to the upside on GU. And I wouldn't look for shorts there. So there's no shorts. You can see that there are short moves, but why would you short there? Look at how it's building up this liquidity to the upside, slowing down, taking internal range liquidity, and then respecting from an area over here. You could say it's respecting this command zone, and then it's moving further up. So yeah, that's it for GU. That's it for GU. Then we come above here. Yeah. Yeah, so it's not really making before my daily recaps were forecast based, like where can we go, what's potential, but that's now a thing I do in the pre-market analysis, so it's a bit empty, it feels sometimes to do a daily recap. You see we move here, then we move here, but what's there? Maybe on the 15 we can see something over here. So we got a 50-minute POI here, and that gave that continuation move, taking that high, but for now that's a weak break. I should see wick break and then followed by bearish price action, although this is quite correction as well. And to the upside, we got more full candles, but yeah. So EU, let's dive into EU because I didn't trade EU today. It was not that clean. But I saw MK's chart on his Telegram and he had this on, and I like that so much because I'm working on these support and resistance zones, and this is like I think it's an ICT level where you can see that for value gap on one side, and then it will turn into a support level when we flip. Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. I think there's some couple more of these as an example. Let me check. Um, No. All right, doesn't really matter. It's a nice support zone. It's just interesting to see this. What we can see as well is we pull it across. We can see it's slightly some kind of a support zone to me. And yeah, a little bit. But let's okay, I'm too focused on that thing. Let's zoom out and let's break it down. So first of all, we come into above. We come above this liquidity here. And then we took previous daily highs, we took Asia highs. So London shorts as well. It's so messy, guys. Sorry. It's why is it now going to the left? It's pissing me off. Goddamn. Just stay in the middle of my screen. All right, so we're there finally. Early sellers. So coming up, 5-minute early sellers above Asia highs, above previous daily highs. Then inducement. Let's zoom in. So this is not really a early seller move. This is your early seller move. This was the last low that led to that new high. And then we got a low, a high, a higher low. Not breaking above here. First have to break above the early sellers. Then we get a low, a high, and a bearish break. So actually there was a short trade on EU as well. I wasn't aware of. Interesting, very nice. So over here was already gone. For 4494. There we go. Nice small stop loss, 4.9. And same story here. Doesn't end up well. There was a setup nonetheless, but this one would have ended up break even. So it's about bearish price action turning bullish. So price should move from that level. Yeah. All right. So that's the same thing as here. Bearish price action, moving bullish. And now we're looking for a bullish price action moving bearish. So we need a bullish lag, turning bearish. Not really. Not really. It's basically the buy. Oh, it's on the buy. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, so that's the sell. This is nice as well. Just to look at. Yeah, really take a look at MK studies. I don't dive deep into them, but I just do like a quick overview sometimes. Just look at his charts and see what lines. Just do that in general without because you don't want to copy someone's strategy, and if you don't want to distract yourself, just go on the charts, just check their markings and lines, just see what lines mean. Go on your own chart, try to mark it out as well, see different things maybe, and then build your story around it. So short should be valid and continuation short. Yeah, so there was nothing for New York. I don't know if there was news. I think there was something with home sales, but we essentially came above our liquidity. As I said, what I was looking for, and actually our bulls stepped in. So we wanted to see correction of PA to look for shorts, but now as our bulls step in, We might want to be a little bit more careful looking for sells tomorrow, but ideally you want to look for sells from this area. Now, one thing I forgot to cover on my GU trade is the higher time frame candles. Oh no, I did it. I think I did that as well. Spoke about how it closed below that, showing that weakness. I think I didn't do that, but for the case study in GU, also look at those 50-minute time frame candles. You see that how we closed below that daily, stayed below the daily. We came above, but then closed below the daily, then momentum stepped in. So that's very nice. And in addition, for additional confidence, or maybe something that gives you more like trust in the setup. Yeah, EU was not the cleanest day. Although we can look if there were shorts here, but I don't think so. I'm just gonna literally hop in, no shorts. All right, so there were no trades for me during New York. And with that, I'm ending this daily recap because there's not much to cover on EU. We covered GU, and I will do the rest of the price action / charting of the high time frame and potential directions. I will do that on the pre-market analysis. So yeah, that's it. End of the day markups. Nothing more, nothing less. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.